For today, in the name of freedom, we take the battle to them.
Ladies and gentlemen, oh my goodness! Holy crap! Okay, so, as you can tell from my excitement, well, my visible excitement, YOLOPARK had a huge event. I don't know if it was in Taiwan or wherever it was, but they had this event where they just revealed a load of their prototypes, some which we have known about, some we've seen before, but some brand new ones. And I just want to get this out of the way, man. Freaking Beast Wars. Oh my god, if you don't know, I love Beast Wars. I was watching it in preparation for Rise of the Beasts back in like 2022, I think. Towards the tail end of that year. And I just wanted to get a feel of the characters, because obviously I knew like Optimus Primal, Rhinox, Cheetor, and stuff were being in this movie. But I ended up enjoying the show so much, and I sort of became obsessed with it. I love Beast Wars. It's so fun and cheesy, but man, it is good. And the characters, just look at them. Unfortunately, this is the only image of these guys that I found. Just on the left, obviously, you can see Optimus Primal. Of course, you cannot do a first wave of Beast Wars without them. And honestly, apart from Black Arachnia at the back, these are like the three main guys for Beast Wars. Because Primal obviously is the leader of the Maximals. And I think that this guy looks good, although I do have one question. Why does he have a battle mask? I do not remember Primal. Actually, I'm saying I don't remember. I know Primal did not have a battle mask in Beast Wars. So, not really sure why they did that. I mean, I hope that it's a swappable face, because if it's not, I'm going to be really annoyed. But yeah, he looks great, and you can just look at Black Arachnia in the background. Oh my goodness. Flawless. Look, there's a million and one things I want to say about her features, but it's just so cool. I mean, she doesn't seem to have her legs on, like her spider legs on, like right now. I assume that they will do that because, I mean, why wouldn't they? Like, it's just obviously, they're long, they're thin, they're fiddly, so it makes sense to not have them on right now. But oh man, she looks good. She looks good. The legs I think look great. I'm trying to avoid the two things that are distracting me, but even like face sculpt wise, looks fantastic. My god. But I mean, who cares about Black Arachnia when you have the others surrounding her? Dinobot is front and center, and honestly, if you ask someone who watched Beast Wars, who is your favorite character? I feel like a good 60% of them will probably say Dinobot. The other 40% is Beast Megatron, and that's me. Well, no, I'm not Beast Megatron, but I'm part of the 40%. Dinobot, it was such an amazing character. He went from basically being like the Starscream, just sort of, he was a proper Predacon. But then by the end, he ended up sacrificing his life to save the future of mankind, and oh my god. What a hero, honestly. Dinobot was such a phenomenal character, and his sacrifice, I think, is easily the saddest part of the show. But regardless, looking at the actual figure, oh, he looks so good. The legs are pretty much perfect, and even when zooming in and looking at, his torso area, I think it looks great. I love the hands. The head sculpt, I think, is pretty much flawless. I don't really know how else you could improve that. And then obviously at the bottom there, just out of frame, you can see his sword, this sword that does spin, and the dinosaur tail, which also spins. This guy loves spinny stuff, doesn't he? But I mean, obviously these things won't spin, but still, I'm loving the look of this Dinobot. And then obviously at the back, oh my god, he looks so freaking gorgeous. You have the legendary Beast Megatron. Yes. The model is just flawless. It's flawless. It is so good. Oh my god. Oh my god, like it just looks so good. I love it. And I'm like, oh my god, I didn't even realize that the T-Rex head. Oh my god, you can like just see it behind Dino. I say just see it. You can see the eye behind Dinobot. Oh my god, it looks so cool. And obviously he does come with his tail, which attaches to the other arm. Whew, 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 whew. Across the galaxy, it has come to this, Optimus Primal. Face to face, tooth to claw. Yes. Have you anything to say? That's just Prime. Let's do it. What is wrong with me? But yeah, here's a good look at Primal sort of by himself. And yeah, you can see everything is pretty much perfect. Apart from that head, I don't know why they gave him that mask, but regardless, I'm really liking how this Primal is looking, man. I'm not really sure why there weren't individual photos released of the other Beast Wars characters, but you know, it doesn't matter. I mean, he looks pretty cool. I just cannot wait to see the Beast Megatron because man, he's so freaking awesome. But I think it's time we move on from Beast Wars, don't you think? One last thing in this image is you can see that there is what seems to be an 86 Bumblebee next to Primal there. And I'm only noticing now that there is a person. There's a freaking human over there. Why? Oh my god, I was just scrolling through my images and I found this. Oh, this movie sucks. But here is something really exciting. And honestly, this and obviously the partner, you know who it is. Those are my most anticipated YOLOPARK figures. I don't really care about anything else. Those are the ones that I want the most, and I genuinely do not understand how we still don't have them. Why are they still grey prototypes? We should have gotten these ages ago. I mean, we've literally, I don't know why I'm talking like a weird Australian. We've literally had these grey prototypes released for so long. Well, not released, sorry, but displayed for so long. Why are they not even in color yet? But regardless, this is obviously Transformers 1 Optimus Prime. And I have good news and I have bad news. So, the good news is that it looks amazing. It is absolutely just brilliant. You know, it looks fantastic. I love the detail. I love the head sculpt. You know, accessory-wise, obviously he comes with the Energon axe, swappable face plates. I'm not really sure why the Orion Pack's torso is there, unless you can put the Orion Pack's torso on this guy. But I mean, like, why would you do that? But what upsets me is that this is, you know, you can see there, it comes with a display base, meaning that this is an AMK Pro figure, and that sucks. I know what you're thinking. Well, how can you complain about, you know, them being AMK Pro? That's good. That means they get more paint, more detail, yada, yada, yada. Yes, but they're still gonna be super expensive. For a non-transformable transformer, the asking price is too much, in my opinion, and it's just not worth it. I have Scourge, and Scourge, I think, is perfectly fine. There's no reason to get the AMK Pro one. Yes, obviously, if you want it to be more accurate, then sure, you know, pay almost double the price, but I just don't understand why you would do that. You know, and I don't like these AMK Pro things. I think that they are just overpriced for no reason. And it sucks because I really, really wanted this Optimus and Megatron, but they would just be way too expensive together. Even just for one, it's way too expensive. So, yeah, I mean, that really has disappointed me, but hey ho, that's that. And then honestly, the one that I'm sort of more excited for is Megatron. Obviously, this is the final look of Megatron in Transformers 1. We have a cogless version of Orion Pax and D16. We have the cogged versions, and now finally, we will be having the final form. I just use the word final so many times there, but my goodness, he looks glorious. And yes, I know what you're immediately complaining about. Don't worry, that's not how it is, okay? That's not how it is. But he looks stunning, man. He looks gorgeous. That head sculpt is perfect. That actually may be one of the most accurate YOLOPARK head sculpts that they've done. It's basically spot on to the movie, and I love it. Again, unfortunately, AMK Pro, meaning that he's going to be expensive, but whatever. Yes, obviously there is the cannon. He won't just come with the D16 cannon, which, given the chest there, the alternate chest, maybe this is also going to be like Orion, where you can swap out the torso bits for D16 or Megatron, which I don't really know why you would, like, how is that going to work? I don't know how that's going to work. But hey ho, you can see it comes with a lot of accessories, the chest, obviously a bunch of different head sculpts, some parts there which, look like they could be on the thighs, but I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I could be completely wrong. It might actually go on the shoulder, I think. Obviously the cannon, the different head sculpts, but that's what I don't like. The swapping of the hands. I never understand figures that have swappable hands. Like, how can you not have articulated fingers? Optimus literally has articulated hands. Scourge, the one I have, if you're wondering why I keep bringing up Scourge, it's because that's the only YOLOPARK figure I have. But he has articulated fingers. Why in Primus's name does Megatron come with swappable hands? Honestly, it was doing so well. It was doing so well. You had a perfect head sculpt, perfect cannon, perfect just everything. And then you ruin it by giving it the freaking oh god. It's so disappointing. It is. Like, my excitement for Optimus and Megatron have gone down drastically, but I don't know. Maybe when I can get them for a slightly cheaper price, but man, I don't know if I'll be picking these up this year, which, is a real shame. Before we get on to the more exciting stuff, there is this guy, which I am seeing is an IDW Optimus Prime, which I believe is from the comics. Don't come after me. I don't know what version of Prime this is. I was just searching through the Reddit comments and I was like, oh, IDW. Okay, sure. But I'm like, is IDW not the comics? I don't know. But anyway, for any IDW fans, this guy is there. Yeah, another freaking AMK Pro figure. Oh my god. Let's carry on with the sort of rebooted timeline with the Rise of the Beast timeline, and then we'll move on to the BAYVERSE stuff, since obviously that's the more exciting stuff. Here you have what is obviously going to be an AMK Pro. Oh no, it's just an AMK. Oh, that's crazy. Ah, well, fuck me, I guess. This is an AMK model of Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime. And I'm going to be honest with you. This looks a billion times better than the one they had before. I was never a fan of their original YOLOPARK Rise of the Beast Prime. He just looked too lanky to me. The chest looked too small. And I'm only now realizing that this is not the Rise of the Beast. This is not the Rise of the Beast Prime, you goddamn idiot. This is the Bumblebee movie one. Oh my god, I'm so dumb, but I'm keeping that in the video because I get to look stupid. Oh wait, no, it says Transformers Rise of the Beast. Yeah, see, wait, what? See, I'm not stupid. Yeah, what? So anyway, regardless, oh my god, of course, he has the giant, like, windshield things, on his chest, those giant silver bits. Obviously, it's the Rise of the Beast model, you idiot, but yes, clearly this is an improved version of a Rise of the Beast Prime, and I'm so happy with this because, again, I didn't like the one before. I still don't want it. I just think it looks sort of ugly. Like, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's just like, it's just too lanky for me. It's too skinny. You know, he doesn't have any meat on him. This Prime looks bulky as hell. This looks like one that would feel nice in your hands. You know, it feels like a Bumblebee movie Prime. So, yeah, I think that this looks absolutely amazing. Love the detail. Absolutely phenomenal. One who I can't believe we never got is RC. Here we have the YOLOPARK RC, and he fucking hell, she looks gorgeous. I'm loving this. I am actually going to murder someone at YOLOPARK. Okay, the overpriced pricing aside, glorious, absolutely glorious figure. I love that, you know, obviously her hands can be the cannons. I love the wheels on the back, the head sculpt, I think looks great, the mechanical detail everywhere. It just looks so good, man. It looks so good. And I'm glad that I am now in a position, I say in a position, in a mindset where I can appreciate these things, because for like 9 years, you know, obviously I got Scourge last year. For 9 years, 10 years, I never cared for non-transforming Transformers. I always found the idea incredibly stupid. You know, it's like, it's a Transformer. Why would I want one if it doesn't transform? But honestly, it just looks so good sometimes, man. And it's worth it. You know, the detail that you get sometimes is worth it. The accuracy. Like Scourge, I don't care that Scourge does not transform. I think he looks amazing. So it's worth it. This RC, I think, is worth it. This looks fantastic. A very exciting one is the Cybertronian B127. Gorgeous. What can I say? Absolutely gorgeous. And also, I can't be the only one, right? Obviously, he's not in vehicle mode, but you can still see it. That I always look at the front of the vehicle and think, damn, it looks like Jamba from Lilo and Stitch. But yeah, you can see, obviously, this is a beefier version of Bumblebee that, you know, that we are used to. He has a lot of parts on him, and you can see that he does come with the battle mask. I am not sure if Bumblebee used the cannon, any sort of blasters on Cybertron. I don't think he did. I don't think he did. The only time we saw him actually attack was either like using his fists, or like when he kicked the Seeker's head, and in vehicle mode when he had the guns on top. So yeah, this is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Just one little bit before we get to the Bayverse stuff. You can see we have a bunch of mini things here. And you know, there's some here that are really cool, some that I don't really care about. So this Optimus Primal down there, bottom left, I believe that's the one that I was talking about earlier. So my apologies. The one I was talking about earlier was not the big version. It was actually this version, which explains why there's no other pictures of the other ones. But looking at the other minis here, I don't know who this is. G1 wise, I'm terrible. I don't know who either of these two characters are. They don't have the names, unfortunately. Second row, there's Shockwave. There's somebody. There's that looks like Sideswipe. I believe that's Sideswipe. Then there's Wheeljack and Bumblebee movie Megatron. I wish that this was a proper size figure, because I would have bought it in an instant. My God, this would have been so good to have in, you know, normal AMK size. Oh my God, that would have been so fucking cool. But regardless, you know, even as a mini one, it looks kind of cool. I've never seen anyone review these minifigures, so, you know, clearly they're not that amazing. But regardless, in the back there, I don't know who the one in the middle is, but obviously there's Ratchet and Ironhide. There's a Dark of the Moon Megatron and a Dark of the Moon Optimus Prime. Which, speaking of which, let's move on to the final bit of the reveals, and that is the Bayverse. I already covered this in the previous video, which, you know, obviously we saw the proper final version of this figure, but still, there's a prototype here just in case you didn't see it. This is obviously Revenge of the Fallen Megatron. You can see he comes with the cannons. Beautiful design. I love this look of Megatron. But honestly, the fact that we have already seen the final version sort of makes this kind of pointless. But regardless, there you go. Another AMK Pro figure, unfortunately, is Drift. Oh my god, I love Drift. In case y'all don't know, the the Age of Extinction crew and the '07 crew are tied for me. I don't know which one I like more. I just love them all so much. But Drift was just so freaking awesome, man. I loved him. I'm on. Well, this is gonna be the Age of Extinction version, thankfully. I do prefer this over the Last Night one. Um, and I'm just really excited to see what this is. Obviously, it comes with the two swords, and yeah, it just looks beautiful. It looks amazing. It really, really does. I'm so happy we are in a year when the Bayverse is, sort of being brought back to life. We got, we're getting Bayverse figures. We've got some already. We're getting the YOLOPARK figures. Michael Bay was, rumored to return to direct a movie, and obviously some people were like, can it be the Bayverse? Obviously, in my perfect world, it would be the conclusion to the Bayverse, but it won't, obviously. Um, but yeah, this looks great. This looks really, really good. I literally want to off myself. Here is Dark of the Moon Megatron, and he looks glorious. He looks absolutely glorious. I don't think that they will be including a cloak, unfortunately, which sucks because this version of Megatron, as much as I love the design already, it isn't complete without the cloak. It really isn't. So that kind of sucks. But just looking at the detail alone, man, he looks stunning. Ugh, that face honestly is actually creepier than how it looks in the movie. Really, really creepy face. Is that look at the detail. The amount of detail that goes into these things is just insane. And I'm loving this. I'm absolutely loving this. So yeah, honestly, Dark of the Moon Megs may be one of the best reveals here. And then obviously here we have his compadre with Optimus Prime. Now this is the '07 slash Revenge of the Fallen version of Optimus, because you can see that his abs are different. Now I don't know if they're gonna release an entirely different version, and with the Dark of the Moon abdomen piece, or if they will just include it as an accessory. I hope that these accessories at the bottom aren't the final ones because it's another AMK Pro. Fuck my life. So you can see that you can put on the ion blasters. His hands are clearly on ball joints, so you can pull them out, put on the guns, or you can put on one of the swords and have him hold the other sword, which that's pretty cool. I love the look of this Optimus. I think that he looks great. The chest looks, I don't know, something looks a bit off. It probably is accurate, but I don't know what it is. I don't know. Something just looks a bit strange to me. But yeah, everything else, man, it looks perfect. So I am very, very happy with this Optimus Prime. But something way more exciting is the Ironhide. Obviously, Ironhide was a fan favorite character from the Bayverse movies, and oh man, this figure looks good. I am already loving the head sculpt. I'm loving the way the chest sort of came together. Love the cannons, I was about to say the crotch, the abdomen section, the legs, everything just looks perfect. Proportions wise, it is fairly difficult to do Ironhide because he is very stocky, but also you can't have him look like Transformers Prime Bulkhead. You gotta have him be beefy, but not too beefy. So yeah, really loving the look of this Ironhide, man. It's just so, so good to see the Bayverse return. And Ironhide, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm not going to be getting it because I had the Studio Series Ironhide. But man, guys, this is going to be awesome. Then we have Blackout. Don't know why Blackout's arm fell off, but anyway, this looks amazing. It looks phenomenal. Again, I will not be picking this up because I have Studio Series Grindor, who is a very underrated Studio Series figure, but I love this Blackout. Even with the parts that are not on him, I think he looks amazing. Although, to be honest with you, I don't really know why you'd want this. Like, it looks good. Don't get me wrong, it does look very good. But the Studio Series 1 looks just like this and can transform. The Masterpiece one, while obviously, yes, expensive, can also transform. I feel like I remember there being a knockoff of either the Studio Series or the Masterpiece. I think it was the Masterpiece one where there was a knockoff of it, because I remember it included like oh no, I think it was an oversized version maybe. So I could be wrong. So yeah, actually, this guy isn't completely useless, but still, if you can't track down the Studio Series 1 or the Grindor, I think that this is, more than worthy of a substitution. But yeah, it's just it is really it's really good looking, because the Bayverse figures, I think, most of them, especially ones like Grindor, are going to be AMK Pro simply because there's so much detail. So that's fair. That's fair. But also at the bottom of this image, you can see something with a Predacon logo there. Oh, I'm just realizing that is probably just... I thought it was something cool. It's probably just a Scourge cutout, isn't it? Because that looks like his shoulder. Shit. I thought it was going to be something cool, man. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. We have finally reached the end of this whole YOLOPARK Taiwan reveal event, and my god, what a glorious event it was. It is very, upsetting seeing that almost all of these are AMK Pro figures, meaning that they are going to be super expensive. I say super expensive. They are basically a leader class price, which still sucks. It still sucks. But yeah, please let me know what you guys think of all of these things down in the comments. Which figure are you most excited for? Because obviously, I know there's a lot of people excited for the Beast Wars things, and honestly, same. Beast Megatron, I think, looks amazing. They all look amazing, right? They all do. The only criticism I have with the Beast Wars things is that Primal, I think, looks a bit too smooth. I feel like they could have added some fur texture onto the panels and stuff, but, it's fine, whatever. The Bayverse things, I think, look fantastic, even though they are all AMK Pro, pretty much. The Rise of the Beast things, I think, are fantastic. I love that they are redoing the Optimus Prime, and, yeah, just fantastic, really. It's amazing. So please, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts on all of these things down in the comment section below. And if you did enjoy this video, then please leave a like, subscribe, and goodbye.